inline engines, making the switch to V8 power an expensive proposition, even when the performance benefits were clear. Mac's marketing strategy also worked against the E9's broader adoption. While Cummins aggressively courted independent truck manufacturers, selling big cam engines to Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, and others, Mac kept the E9 largely within their own product line. This vertical integration made sense from a business perspective but limited the engine's exposure to the broader trucking market. The regulatory environment of the late 70s further complicated the E9's prospects. Emission standards were tightening, and the EPA's focus on fuel economy made thirsty V8 engines increasingly difficult to justify. The Big Cam's superior fuel efficiency wasn't just a cost advantage, it was becoming a regulatory necessity. Insurance companies also favored the Big Cam's proven track record. Fleet insurance rates were often based on the reliability history of specific engine models, and the Big Cam's extensive service record meant lower premiums. The E9, despite its superior engineering, was penalized for its limited deployment and higher repair costs when failures did occur. But while America was optimizing for efficiency, Australia was dealing with an entirely different set of challenges. The vast distances, extreme terrain, and massive legal weight limits of the Australian outback created a perfect environment for the E9 to prove its worth. What was overkill in America became essential in Australia. Australian road trains routinely operated at gross weights exceeding 200,000 pounds, more than twice the legal limit in the United States. These massive combinations, often consisting of a prime mover pulling 3 or 4 trailers, required sustained power output that pushed conventional engines beyond their limits. The E9's robust construction and broad torque curve made it ideal for these extreme applications. The engine found particular favor in Western Australia's iron ore industry, where trucks hauled massive loads across hundreds of miles of desert highway. The combination of extreme heat, heavy loads, and long distances created operating conditions that would destroy lesser engines. The E9 not only survived but thrived, earning a reputation for reliability that spread throughout the Australian trucking community. Logging operations in Tasmania and Victoria became another proving ground for the E9. The steep grades and heavy loads of timber hauling demanded engines that could maintain power under sustained load. While other engines would overheat or lose power on long climbs, the E9 kept pulling, earning the loyalty of operators who depended on consistent performance. The Australian market's acceptance of higher fuel consumption also worked in the E9's favor. With longer average hauls and higher freight rates, the additional fuel cost was offset by improved productivity.